Muy buenos días a todas y a todos los
Good
asistentes.
morning, everyone, all the attendees. On behalf of CIGRE Chile, it's a pleasure having you with us again in the meeting before the last of the year, and in this case, dedicated to distribution of electric energy. The meeting called New Distribution in the Smart Grid, Equity, Efficiency, Energy Transition, and Cybersecurity. A very attractive headline as well as the agenda for these 2 days. We're going to have different panelists linked to this area of the distribution segment related to the key topic, which is the smart grid, but has to be very tied to efficiency, equity, cybersecurity, and in particular energy transition. In this case, and as usual, in honor of time, I'm going to leave the floor our chairman, Mr. Gabriel Holguín Parada. He's electrical engineer of Chile University and master of business administration, master in electric distribution system from the Federal University of Santa Catarina, Brazil, and PhD on power engineering of Chalmers University's technologies in Sweden. He has a vast trajectory, more than 20 years as a professional in power electronics, facts, and HVDC. He also has an important academic and professional trajectory both in Chile, Brazil, Spain, England, and Sweden. Currently, he is a consultant partner of Power Business and Storage SPA, and besides chairman of CIGRE Chile and representative in front of the World Committee of Power System and Research V4, and he is the guide and collaborator for HVDC in Chile. To me, it's an honor giving the floor to Gabriel to kick off this meeting. Please, Gabriel.
Muchas gracias, Manuel Silva.
Thank you very much, Manuel.
Quiero saludar a las
Well,
autoridades
the first is to greet the authorities, in particular Francisco Javier Lopez, and the Secretary of Energy from the Ministry of Energy of Chile, Mr. Luis Avila, Commissioner of the Fuel and Electricity Commission of Chile, and I would also like to greet the participation and the support by the government of Canada. We've been in touch with the Embassy of Canada that has helped us a lot with direct connections, with direct contacts in Canada, in particular with the Natural Resource Department. We will have two speakers who will connect directly from Canada, along with some people from the private sector. This seminar, just like any seminar organized by CIGRE, is organized by partners, by engineers, professionals working in the industry, which is well oriented to the reality we are living and the needs of our industrial reality. In that line, I would like to thank those who led the work in this seminar, starting by Katherine Hoelck, who's going to open this event. We will have her soon presenting in the keynote speech. We will also have Ivan Avila. He will have a role in this seminar with some presentation, and Eduardo Morales, who have led the work in cybersecurity. We put together cybersecurity with smart grids and the revolution we're living worldwide in electric grids, because we believe it is the right moment to understand this new information layer, this new layer of data, and we are concerned about, and we require to concern about cybersecurity from the very beginning. This is why we took into account. I don't want to take a lot of time, but I want to take the advantage to tell that although Chile is living a small transformation or a big transformation, if you want it that way, it's organization level. The board is fully committed to incorporate an association of people, and we have already submitted all the documents and the institutes, and we are waiting for the resolution to be incorporated as an association of people and growing together. Then, when we have the assembly, we are waiting for the resolution by the Ministry of Economy of the incorporation of this society. We will have an assembly and we will choose new board members. And when we have the new organization by CIGRE, I think this is a premise. Without further words, I won't take further time from the panelists. We have a long seminar. I will give the word back to Manuel for him to kick off the seminar. Thank you very much.
Perfecto. Muchas gracias,
Right,
Gabriel.
thank you, Gabriel. And
Estamos
as
viviendo una
you
era muy
said,
especial
well,
en CIGRE
we're
por
living a
las
very
transformaciones
special era in
importantes
CIGRE
y
for
que
special
pronto vamos a
transformations,
conocer
and we will
a la
soon
comunidad hoy
we
día
will
de ya más de 300
make known the
socios
community
a
of
nivel
more
local.
than 300 partners
Siguiendo con
locally.
nuestro seminario, quiero
To
también
continue
agradecer,
with
por
our
supuesto,
seminar, I would
a
also
todas las
like
empresas, ¿no es
to
cierto?, que
thank all the
nos apoyan. Ya
companies
estamos
that
llegando
are
a un fin de
supporting
año
us.
y todo
We are
este
reaching the end of
proceso
the
de
year,
mejora
and
que hemos
all this
estado presentes.
period
Me
has been
refiero a quienes pueden
present.
hacer posible también estos
Those
encuentros,
who
Transelec,
can make
Líder,
these
Hitachi,
meetings
N,
possible. So
IAI, Hoelck,
Transelec,
SAESA,
Hitachi N,
SAESA,
IHE,
Smart Grid,
Corpa,
a todos los
SAESA
patrocinadores
Group,
y mucha
all the
dedicación, ¿no es cierto?,
sponsors with
como la
lots of
Comisión Nacional de Energía, el
dedication,
Ministerio de
the National
Energía,
Commission of Energy, the Ministry
ya
of
las
Energy,
instituciones
and the
gremiales que
different
están trabajando
the
desde la
different
generación, distribución,
associations related to
distribución y
generation,
distribución
transmission, and
eléctrica y
distribution
eficiencia
of
energética.
electric energy and energy
Gracias a su
efficiency.
aporte importante
Thank you
hemos
for your
entregado este
important
sello de calidad a
contribution.
todos
We
nuestros
have
encuentros
provided this
durante
quality
estos años.
seal to all our meetings
Tengo
along the
mucho
years.
placer, ¿no es cierto?,
And
de
I
presentarles a
have
nuestros
the great
oyentes
honor of
a
introducing, already
nuestros
Gabriel did,
tres
who are
coordinadores
our
o líderes
three
que hemos
coordinators
estado
or leaders
trabajando
who have
y
been
que hemos hecho
working,
en conjunto
and
con
we've
esta
done
mesa de
this
trabajo que
together
se
with this work desk
armó para
that
seguir
was
adelante
set
con
up
este
to
encuentro.
move on with this
Y en
meeting.
este caso
This
me refiero
case, I mean,
principalmente a Katherine Hoelck.
mainly
Ella es
Katherine
ingeniera
Holt.
civil eléctrico de la
She is
Universidad Católica
electrical
de Valparaíso,
engineer
tiene
from
más de
the
20
Catholic
años de
University of
experiencia
Valparaiso with more than
tres
20
segmentos
years of
de
experience in
electricidad
the
en
three
particular y especialmente
segments of
orientada
electricity, in
a
particular
la distribución
linked
eléctrica.
to
Es
electric
socia de CIGRE
distribution.
hace
She's
un par de años
She's
ya
member of CIGRE
completo.
for a
Hoy día
couple of
dirige
years very
que,
intensively.
el grupo
Today,
de
she's
distribución,
leading
generación y
the
distribuida
distribution and
que se
distributed
denomina
generation
CIGRE
group, which is called
mundial,
C6 in
y
CIGRE
llamado
worldwide
Activity
and
Distributed
called as
System and
Activity
Energy Resource.
Distribution System and
También es el
Distributed
líder
Energy
del
Resources.
grupo en
She's
Chile
also
de
leader of the
regulación
group in
eléctrica
Chile
del
of
módulo
electric
nacional
regulation of the
y este
national
año
module. And this
fue
year, she
elegida
was
como presidenta
appointed as the
del
chairwoman
denominado
of
COSOC,
the recently
correspondiente a la Comisión
incorporated
Nacional de
COSOP,
Energía para el
corresponding
periodo
to the
del
National Commission of Energy
2021-2023.
for the 2021-2023
Junto con
period.
ellos también presento a Iván
Along with
Saavedra,
that, I would like to introduce Ivan Saavedra,
otro
our second
coordinador de este encuentro.
coordinator
Es
of this
ingeniero
meeting.
civil
He
electricista
is
de la
electrical
Universidad Católica de Santa
engineer
María.
from the Santa Maria
Posee una destacada
University.
trayectoria
He has wide
profesional
or plenty of
en
experience and a
áreas
wide
de sistemas
professional
eléctricos,
trajectory in electric
tanto desde
systems,
el punto de vista del mercado
both
eléctrico
from the
como de operación de
electrical
sistemas.
market standpoint
Tiene
as well as
mucha
from the
regulación,
operation standpoint.
conocimientos
Vast
especializados en
experience in
planificación
regulations
del
and
sector.
specialized knowledge
Tiene,
in
como
regulation and
dije,
planning in the sector.
ya
As I
bastante
said,
experiencia.
he
Egresado de
has
licenciatura en
already
2 de ellas.
20 years of experience.
Egresó y
For
estuvo vinculado
17
a la
of
Comisión
them,
Nacional de Energía,
he belonged and he was linked to the
tuvimos el
National
cargo
Commission of
directivo
Energy, including
particularmente en el
uh,
periodo 2017-2018
positions in the board,
del
in
grupo Líder.
particular in the
Y además de ser vocal
2017-2018
de
period as
Distribuida,
high senior public
los coordinadores
board
de este grupo
member.
que pronto comienza
Together
su
with
etapa.
Patricia, they are both
También
coordinator of
Eduardo
this
Morales
group that
Cabello
will
es
soon start the second
otro
stage.
coordinador y
And Eduardo
encargado
Morales
para la
Cabellos, he's the
estabilidad electrónica
coordinator
de la
in charge
ciberseguridad
tomorrow
eléctrica.
for
Él es
cyber
consultor
security and
estratégico
smart grid.
en el
He's a
sector de
strategic
lucha
consultant President in Dr. De Locia, corresponding to the Vice President of Corporation of Intel, is a creator, or one of the creator of the Intel Unit of Cybersecurity for Corporations. He's an electric engineer with an MBA from the Chile University, also with more than 2 decades of experience in the area. He has a diploma in cybersecurity and cyber defense from the very same university, and a diploma on specialization and digital transformation from the MIT. He's CIGRE member, leader and coordinator of the Secure Smart Grid group, and world representative of the SD2 Information System and Telecommunications Group. Without further words, it is an honor to me to leave the floor to our coordinator, Mrs. Katherine Hoelck. Please, Katherine.
Muchas gracias, Manuel. Pantalla.
I'd like to share my screen.
¿Se ve bien?
Can you see it?
Sí, se ve bien.
Perfect.
Está en modo de pantalla. Tienes que ampliar la pantalla.
It's on the presenter mode, though.
De pantalla completa, hay que cambiarlo.
It's not on full
Los
screen.
comentarios al lado.
You have the comments.
Usas Mac, ¿no es cierto? Sí.
Ajá.
You're using a Mac computer, right?
Ya, ahí en el Mac, en la pantalla completa, debería estar igualmente en la barra de menú abajo de tu computador.
You should have the menu bar on the bottom part of your computer. Yes, I did it.
Pero sigamos porque se ve bien si el detalle es que tiene.
But let's continue. It works. So don't worry, because the only bad thing is that we can see your comments and all of that, but it works. Okay, so first things first, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us in this CIGRE seminar that has been prepared with a lot of love, actually, with a lot of effort. This seminar is called New Distribution in the Framework of a Smart Grid Equity, Efficiency, and Energy Transition in Cybersecurity in Chile. And it is a huge title because we are trying to take care of lots of important things, such as the following objectives of this webinar. This is a contribution of CIGRE along with the working groups. As we said before, this is a working group, well, actually 2 working groups who have come together to develop this seminar. And in this particular event, we will have the technical issues, the regulatory issues of the market, along with the development of smart grids, which is a very complex issue. And we are trying to generate a panel of discussion or to have different opinions and observations so that we can get to know a little bit more about the topic. So we're very interested to talk about fees, equity, energy transition, cybersecurity, ICT technologies, and also the efficient development of the electric field. So this webinar is actually quite ambitious, and we're trying to answer several questions. For example, are institutions in Chile prepared to regulate and transform markets in a timely fashion? Should we provide the development of some specialized knowledge centers? What's the role of these companies in the introduction of new technologies? Do we have the promotion or do we have the elements to promote these specific fields? And what's the strategy of the country to promote smart grids? Regarding the topics that we are going to address, first of all, we will analyze the evolution, challenges, opportunities, and solutions for smart grids in Chile. We will share some very interesting international experiences about this, and we will take this to our country so that we can see the way we can apply all of these initiatives in our country. A very interesting thing about this seminar is that we will cross this with the socioeconomic reality of the country and the different kinds of clients and distribution that we have, which are not the same than other countries. So it's very important to get to know the way this new technology would be applied in our country. also quality of energy and energy security, also fees equity, energy transition, which is also extremely important, of course, regulation, prices, business models, critical infrastructure that this smart grid required, and data protection, which goes hand in hand with this. So we wanted to include both topics in this seminar. And finally, the presentation of some blockchain applications in the electric market in our country. So to share with you a little bit of our agenda today, probably you already have it, but we will start with this opening session. And here we are actually well sharing the different members of the organization. Personally, I'd like to thank Ivan and Eduardo for being some great colleagues. And then we will have the minister, well, the Ministry of Energy actually, the Deputy Secretary of Energy, and then we'll have a presentation from Canada, and finally we'll have some Q&A session. For block number one, we will have as a moderator, Mr. Pedro Miquel, who has a huge career, several years of experience, and he's the director of SysTep. And along with this, we will have Rodrigo Palma. We will have Francisco Orechava Fernandez, Natalia Herrera, Jose Carlos Palma. And this is a specific block. And I won't tell you block two because I will take a lot of time to do that. But actually, we will take a look at the socioeconomic reality of our country and the type of clients that we will have with the presentation of Ivan Saavedra. And we'll have a panel of experts, which will be very interesting so that we can discuss about this. And block number three has to do with the presentation by Eduardo Escalona. And then we will have Q&A. It is very important to consider that we should thank the working group of this particular seminar. They have coordinated, they have generated the agenda, they have contacted everyone actually, and these are the members of this working group. Thank you so much to all of you for your contribution. And I'd like to tell you that CIGRE is a long-lasting organization, and actually CIGRE contributes to professional careers because you can actually share with other professionals who are more experienced and you can learn from them, and at the same time you can work on different things. Actually, I've been working with CIGRE for a long time, and I definitely would suggest to become a partner. And that's the information so that you can do it. And well, you know how to contact us. And finally, I would like to invite you to November 30 and December 1st to a specific seminar about electricity transmission. No, this seminar is called Electricity Transmission as an Enabler of the Energy Transition.